being an older sibling is hard sometimes. Now, I'm not saying I don't love it. I obviously love being the older brother, but I think there were times in my life where I wish I were the younger sibling because being the older sibling is kind of hard. Now, I don't mean this in the sense is that like you always get put in trouble. I mean, you kind of do a lot of the times. My brother might be watching this, so shout out to him if he is, but I doubt it. You do get put in trouble, sure, but that's not what I want to talk about. What I want to talk about is how being an older sibling, like, kind of puts responsibility on you to, like, a lot of responsibility you to, like, teach your younger sibling well, right? I have a younger brother. He's 4 years younger than me. And now that I'm in college, I feel like it's almost like I've become a half parent-ish. Like, I remember like a couple months ago, my parents asked me for parenting advice on my brother because they didn't know what to do. And like, I honestly had no idea what to say because at the same time, right, I have my own experiences. I have my own opinions on. I think I was parented very well. Like, kudos to my parents, honestly. But like, I think there are things that could be changed. And like, me being me, only what now, 19? Yeah, something like that. Like, my parents put that much trust in me to like influence my brother. And I also have so much influence on my brother too. Like, I think a lot of times as older siblings, especially for older brothers, like, they don't realize, at least I didn't realize how much influence I had on my younger brother. And I think I do, I have a lot. Because like, I think most like guys are like very not good at expressing like emotion, affection. Whenever I come home, like, my brother's always very happy to see me. I'm always obviously very happy to see him, right? But like, he always just like, oh, hi. You know, it's just like, that's just how brothers are. And like, that's why it's so easy to overlook how much influence you have. But I remember there was this one time that like, my brother really wanted me to come to this, I think it was his Science Olympiad thing or something like that. He really wanted me to go. According to my mom. Like, my brother's obviously going to deny this if he's watching it. He's like, bro, that's not what I meant. But, like, I was, like, contemplating, should I go, should I not? Because I was in college, I had to, like, drive, like, go home, and then it would be, like, a very long drive. And then I was like, I won't go. But then my mom told me later that when I said that, and my mom told my brother that he looked really sad, and then so I decided to go, and then apparently he looked really happy, so I was really happy. So like, that made me realize like how much influence I actually have on my brother. And it's really scary too, because looking back on my life and my high school, there are a lot of things that I would have done differently, right? And it's really, really hard to know if I should communicate that to my brother. Like, and it's kind of hard to at the same time. Like, or is it even good to? Like, one of the things is, like, I genuinely think I focus on academics too much. And I think my parents will disagree slightly with me on this. But, like, I honestly think, like, not over, like, I was too tunnel visioned on academics. Like, it was everything to me. And I think my brother honestly doesn't have this problem. Like, it's like, through my senior year looseness, it's like basically entered into his mind that like school isn't that serious. Like, he takes school so much less seriously than I did in freshman year, and I think it's just a reflection of like me not taking school seriously in senior year, and he just realizes that school isn't that much of a big deal. But like, I honestly have the utmost trust in my brother too. Like, I genuinely think that he is a lot faster than me and a lot better than me at learning a lot of things. Like, genuinely. Like, has he applied himself as much? Maybe not. But I think he, like, is probably smarter, honestly. Like, he is so fast at learning things. It's very, very impressive. But like, you know, I think also another thing is like, I should make another video about this, but it's like I'm really bad at initiating like things, like initiating events, initiating calls. Like I'm just bad at like that. I always like reciprocate, never really initiate, right? And so my brother obviously is not gonna call me because, you know, he's in his like freshman and, you know, cool phase. But like I think I for sure enjoy it when I call him, and I think he does too. And I, as an older brother, have to do a better job of staying in touch with him. I think it's like I do a great job staying in touch with my high school friends. My brother is just as much, if not more, of a friend than my high school friends to me. So like, why am I not putting in effort to stay in touch with him? And I think part of it is just because like our relationship is so taken for granted. Like, obviously, when I come back home, my brother's gonna be there. Obviously, like, we're still gonna talk, like, because we're family. Like, it's impossible for us to like kind of grow apart really, because we're gonna be seeing each other for the rest of our lives. And so because of that, it's just like, you know, what is there any need to put effort in? And I think there is, because like, you know, I like, this is part of my regrets senior year too. Senior year I like didn't spend any time with my family, and as close as I did grow to my brother over COVID, I definitely drifted apart from him slightly. Like, we're still very, very close. Well, yeah, over senior year. And so now, you know, I think it's just like, I should call him more. But yeah, I think that was a really, like I said, like I've been saying, my videos have become kind of messy. I've become a bit worse at articulating my thoughts, but that's okay. It'll recover. But that's a video of why I think being an older sibling is hard, but also very rewarding at the same time. Because, like, you kind of get your mini child, you know? Like, especially 4-year age gap, you can influence your brother a lot. Like, yeah. It's just, like, almost as a parent, but even more influential in some ways. Like, you're obviously a lot more likely to listen to your brother than your parents a lot of the times. And I think as my brother becomes more mature, like, I think that impact on him will grow too. Like, if my brother, like, maybe, like, I would even argue that out of everyone, like, I might even be a better person to give advice to him than my parents, right? Because, what? We grew up in the exact same conditions, almost. Okay, one of us was younger, one of us was older. Okay, but raised with the exact same values, more or less, right? If we ended up, like, because you basically just adapt your family's values, and with basically the same values, and, like, same goals, same generation-ish. He's probably Gen Alpha at this point. But, like, you know, like, a sibling, a lot of times, is, like, so good to have. Yeah, it's okay if you're a single child too. I'm not flaming on single children, but I think, like, if I were to ever have children, I would definitely have at least 2. I think 2 is a really good amount. But yeah, like, siblings, being a sibling is hard. Being an older sibling is hard. Being an younger sibling comes with its its detriments too. You're always expected to live up to the example of the older one, blah 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 blah. But, like, you know, both are hard, but both come with their benefits, and both have their responsibilities, I think. Well, actually, just being older has their responsibilities of making sure the younger one turns out right. And I think so far, I'm really, like, I really love my brother. I think he's so funny. He's definitely still developing, I think. But like, yeah, I think he's gonna be great when he gets my age. Maybe better than me. Like, there's so many things he can do better than me. And yeah, I do miss him. But being an older brother is hard. Because you have so much responsibility. But I will not trade it for anything. Alright, that was a really spontaneous video. I did not expect that to like go that personal. But like, you know, I think I need to, as I've said, be comfortable talking about more personal topics on here. And they don't have to be that negative either. And I think this is a really positive video. It's just like, being a sibling is nice. Yeah. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. If you guys like videos like this, please comment, leave a like, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Alright, goodbye.